no fear. ICE is not welcome here, no hate, no fear. ICE is not welcome here, no hate, no fear. ICE is not welcome here. Get the hell out. Demolish ICE.
Abolish.
So, a lot of you know that ICE is not just in other homes, in other spaces, in other states. ICE is in our backyard. And I'm sure that some of you have heard that we're trying to kick ICE out of Dublin. And here to tell us about it is Dan Morley.
Want to remind all of you that we're successful when we collaborate with others. Due to the efforts of many of you present here today, we are working with a coalition of faith groups, legal rights groups, human rights groups, to try to prevent the closed FCI Dublin prison from being used as an immigration detention center. We were successful with the City of Dublin, and last month they issued a resolution opposing the reopening of that site as an immigration detention center. We thank many of you present here tonight for raising your voices and making that happen. We have power when we work together and we lift our voices. I want to acknowledge Council Member Kashif Qadri from Dublin, who is here among us tonight. Thank you, Council Member. At the same time as that resolution was passed, though, Dublin issued a letter that they received from the Bureau of Prisons stating that the Bureau of Prisons is at this time transferring that property over to the GSA for a proposed action, which this normally is a precursor to the fact that the site will be transferred over to another agency. So this was a notice that we're in a new phase of this opposition. Presently, an environmental assessment is being performed, and there will be a comment period. That public comment will be made available for 30 days. I want all of us today to issue your public comment and raise your voices against this proposed action. We do not want ICE in our community. So please stay in communication with us as to how you can make your voices heard to prevent this action. When all of us raise our voices, we can be heard. And to those of you who are Pleasanton residents, what we can do in Pleasanton is raise our opposition against a contract they have with Flock Safety. This Flock Safety has cameras that assist in like red light detection and crime prevention, and it makes those sorts of activities beneficial to the city. But Flock Safety as a corporation shares information with ICE. Even though they make assurances to the city that the city has control over this data, that is not true. That the corporate entity, Flock Safety, is not to be trusted. So Pleasanton entered a contract with Flock Safety last year. We want them to cancel this contract. Other municipalities have done so. Evanston, Illinois being one very similar to Pleasanton. So Pleasanton residents, I urge you to voice your opposition to the existing contract with Flock Safety and let the city council members know that you're opposed to this. Cancel Flock, cancel the contract with Flock.
Livermore also has Flock cameras deployed. I've already contacted the city council there. Everybody else from Livermore should also contact them.
Excellent. Thank you. everyone who has a contract with Flock, whether it's Pleasanton, whether it's Livermore, make your voices known. And these are calls to action that we all can do. Thank you.